Girls? Yeah, well, yeah, of course there'll be girls there. Every bachelor party has to have at least one stripper.
Will you just remember, my brother is going to be there, and he's going to tell me everything.
Well, see, now that I don't know, because Carlos is a guy, see? And when guys do guy things together, they don't run home and tell their little sisters about it. Hey, come on.
The doctor says it's touch and go. I want someone here 24/7.
This bachelor party is starting to drive me crazy. Carlos won't even tell me where he's taking me.
Well, don't look at me. I don't even know where we're going. Besides, what are you worried about, babe? I love you.
Nurse,
Yes?
we've stationed a man outside the door. I'd like him informed the moment that Mr. Fisk regains consciousness.
Well, the bullet wound has caused his brain to swell. There's fluid building up inside.
What are you saying?
No one knows when or if he'll even regain consciousness.
Well, if he does, we need to talk to him.
Okay.
Who is that?
I have no idea. Somebody said he's with the Secret Service.
Really? Wow. This guy must be in some serious trouble, huh?
He's been shot in the head. I'd say that's pretty serious.
Dr. Lewis to NICU. Dr. Lewis to
I am wanted back in ICU. Don't forget, we are having dinner at my parents' house tonight.
What, forget dinner at your parents' house? Never.
Try not to be late.
I always try.
Dr. Garrison, please station 2051, please. Dr. Garrison.
Is she beautiful or what, huh? Yeah, I know. Get well soon, Mr. Fisk.
Zach Walker was a simple man with simple problems. Until today. In the blink of an eye, he's lost the last 2 days of his life. Where is he? How did he get here? Zach will soon discover the unsettling answers to these questions in the Twilight Zone.
Car keys. What? Portland? What am I doing in Portland?
You're traveling to another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are only that of the imagination. You're entering the Twilight Zone.
Excuse me. Where am I? Have you seen me before?
I checked you in
You did? How long ago?
earlier tonight. You don't remember?
No. Thank you. You're not listening to what I'm saying, okay? I don't know how I got here. From the moment that I walked off of my shift to the moment I woke up here in Portland is a total blank.
People don't just black out for 48 hours and then end up in some strange city. Zach, if you don't want to marry me, just say so.
No, sweetheart. This has got nothing to do with our getting married.
Then why are you in Portland?
I don't know. I'm sitting here. There's a gun on the table.
A gun? What are you doing with a gun?
I have no freaking idea. Hey, maybe this is like some sort of bachelor party prank that your brother's pulling on me.
What are you saying? That Carlos drugged you and drove you all the way up to Portland and then dumped you off in a motel? You know how crazy that sounds?
Look, the whole thing is crazy. I went home and packed my duffel bag. Like I knew I was going on a trip. I even brought my one good suit.
I don't know what to say. Just come home, okay? We'll talk about it then.
All right, I'm on my way.
And Zach,
Yeah?
leave the gun.
Right. Seattle? What happened to Phoenix? Hey.
Is there a problem?
No. No problem.
我睇呢條友仔個樣啊，就嚟死咁。
$5,000.
5,000?
As agreed. Have a seat.
都係信唔過佢。阿女啊，我不如快啲搞掂單嘢咯。
You have to forgive my father. His only concern is that you're satisfied with the merchandise you're purchasing.
I'm very satisfied.
But you haven't seen it yet. Tell me, Mr. Walker, you come all this way to do business with us. You could have made a similar purchase in Phoenix.
Well, you, and your father came highly recommended. Nice box.
佢講咩啊？
God blame you.
佢都黐鬼線。
要開兩個人嘛？
A gun.
Something wrong?
I'm here to buy a gun. This is a gun, right?
Its casing's made of nylon, reinforced with glass fibers. The barrel is protected by a ceramic liner. The new generation ceramic liners are strong, yet they're lightweight and resilient.
It's a plastic gun,
That is what you requested.
which means it won't be picked up by metal detectors and X-ray scanners, things like that.
Correct.
如果係咁，不如殺佢咯。
有咁嘅需要，我識做㗎啦。
I'll just take this and go. I'm leaving now.
Pups.
Damn it! Endings for our honeymoon.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Yeah, everything's okay.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah. I'm just tired. It's been a long day. Can I please just go home?
A police spokesperson said the cameras will aid in preventing crime and will help both neighbors and visitors to the area feel a little safer. The use of surveillance cameras in public places in Seattle is definitely on the rise. Currently, there are more than 200 cameras monitoring Seattle freeways, and King County Metro has just installed camera systems on 150 of their local assets. The Metro spokesperson said in a related story, Seattle police have
Where's my freaking blood?
monitoring public areas. Opponents to the plan say the cameras are if this doesn't smack of Big Brother, I don't know what does. He went on to say that the idea of having cameras monitor President Carson's daughter Michelle arrived in Seattle today. Miss Carson will be speaking this afternoon at a fundraiser for her father's re-election campaign later this afternoon. The fundraiser is being held here at the Faircourt Hotel. This is the final stop in an 8-city city. Miss Carson, the chief
Your vitals are holding steady, Mr. Fisk. Or can I call you Tom? Room 112?
Maria?
Oh, Zach, I am so glad to hear your voice. Where are you? Are you home?
No, not quite.
How close are you?
I'm in Seattle.
What are you doing in Seattle?
I know. Don't get excited, okay?
Well, you told me you were coming home.
I tried, baby. I did. I tried.
What are you telling me? You missed the bachelor
No,
party.
forget about the bachelor.
You missed the wedding, too?
Why would I forget about the wedding?
Well, what am I supposed to think?
No, just shut up and listen to me for 1 second. I'm sorry.
Zach.
I'm sorry.
Please, just tell me what's going on.
I'm trying to, okay? It's hard, you know? I mean, you're the only person that I can talk to. You're the only person that I can trust.
I am here for you, baby. I promise you.
Have I ever mentioned anything to you about the president's daughter?
Who?
The president's daughter. God, what's her name? Michelle. Not the pretty one.
What are you getting at? Are you saying you're having an affair with the president's daughter?
No, babe, I wish it was that simple. Look, I know that you're gonna think that this is crazy. But I think I'm planning on killing her.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up now if you're gonna lie to me.
I'm not lying. I bought another gun.
You're starting to scare me.
I know, I'm scaring myself. It's like I've got the whole thing plotted out.
But baby, you could not do something like that. You are not a killer.
I know that I'm not. I know, but what about the blackout me, you know?
What blackout you?
I feel like I've started living 2 separate lives.
if you need help.
Well, what do I do? Huh? I mean, what do I turn myself in?
You must have some Secret Service agents with her. Find one. Give yourself up.
Time.
Sit down, Mr. Walker. Now, please, sit down. My name is Carl Taggart, United States Secret Service. Now, you claim to have information about the president's daughter?
I've been having these blackouts.
Go on.
During these blackouts, I think I become another person. It's crazy. I think this other person is, planning to assassinate the president's daughter. You don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. But you should go upstairs. I'm in room 635. Check it out.
This is Taggart. Send someone up to 635. Get back to me. Have you ever had contact with the president's daughter?
Hell no. I mean, before today, I couldn't even tell you her first name.
Then why do you want to hurt her?
I don't want to hurt anybody. It's not me. It's the blackout in me. I'm a hospital orderly. Okay, I'm not an assassin.
Except maybe when you're having these blackouts.
Taggart, sir.
This is Taggart.
Someone's tracking us.
I see. Red code yellow, repeat, code yellow. Mr. Walker, I want you to stand up and put your hands on the table. Based on your statements, we will need to detain you. Don't do this. Give yourself up.
No. I won't do this. No. Is he dead?
Over here. On your knees now.
Weapon secure.
It's me.
No pulse.
It's Tom Fisk.
I said on your knees and keep your hands behind your head.
Move in.
Carl, I can't explain this, but it's me, Tom. We worked together for 3 years.
Agent Fisk is in a hospital in Phoenix.
Not anymore. That son of a bitch I just shot put me in a coma. He couldn't stop me. I knew he'd be here, and I got him, Carl. Did you hear me? I got him.
Inhalation therapist to 105B, please. Inhalation therapist to 105B.
Dr. Benway. Dr. Benway, we need you in room 112.
You're right there.
It's me, it's Zach. How did I get here? Maria? Maria! No, Maria, no! Really, it's me, it's Zach!
Two lives have been exchanged to save one young woman, making Zach Walker the most unlikely of heroes. Unfortunately, Zach will never know why it had to be this way, because the answer only resides in the Twilight Zone.